What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Second Passport. Today I'm checking in with an interesting update. Right in my personal life, I have went ahead and finalized the sale of a condo that I own in Guayaquil, Ecuador. We're gonna cover today why I decided to sell right across the road from the Mall del Sol in uh, in the north of Guayaquil, kind of near the airport, in a nice building where it has a pool, as you can see, that's well maintained. There is the front of the building right there. That's the reception, 24-hour receptionist, which is nice. There is a gym as well. There's the bathroom there, the little one bedroom, one bath suite that I've owned for the last 3 years or so that I'm selling now. Here's a look at the suite here. It's basically two ambiances. You have the bedroom here and the living room, and over here is the kitchen, right? There are two elevators. We're right across from the mall, so if you want to eat something, and there is the kitchen right there. Why did I decide to sell? I bought it right at the beginnings of 2018, 2017, and for $76,000. It's a 44 square meter, one bedroom, one bath suite, right in the north of Guayaquil, and I'm selling it now for $82,000, which is about market price. Um, it's not a great price that I got, nor a really bad one. So it's okay. It's about the market price, but um, it rented really well, and that's why I bought it. Because when I first arrived to Ecuador, I started a B&B with a friend near the airport in Guayaquil. Maybe some of you stayed there. Hostel Morale. It's still in existence now, but I have no longer affiliation. I was bought out by my partner, and then I moved to Quito. But I saw then that Guayaquil is a very, very happening commercial place. Most of the hotels are full. There's a lot of business, a lot of commerce. It's the main port of Ecuador, and that's what interested me in investing in Guayaquil. I like Guayaquil, but you have to be a certain person to kind of like Guayaquil. It has a little grime to it. It's hot, it's sticky. I don't know if I could live in Guayaquil, but it's a nice place to invest. So it rented well. It stayed almost from the first day that I owned it, and I knew this, and that's why I got it in the first place. In the north of Guayaquil, their rent's really good. Um, it held at about 80, 90% occupancy the whole time I owned it. And I got about 850, 900 a month. At the beginning, when I was going to more short-term renters by the day, night, week, and month, I was making even more than that, over $1,000 sometimes in a month, per unit. But post-pandemic, obviously it hit my short-term rentals business pretty hard, and I stayed rather rented though. Stayed rented. The area is in demand, right across from the mall there. But I was only getting about $650, $700 a month. I had to lower the price so that it would stay booked a little bit. The condo fees, very reasonable for a rather luxury building with the nice amenities of a gym, conference center owners can use, as well as a pool, and 24-hour staff, two elevators, uh, game room. The condo fees, $110 a month. Very reasonable for what you could get same quality in the US, right? Taxes, $90 a year. So the holding cost very reasonable when it comes to a place like this. One thing that does cost more than in like the highlands of Ecuador is the electric bill, which you might look at 80, 90, $100 a month just for a one bedroom, one bath place if people's living in there cranking up the central AC. So, that also cuts into your earnings a bit. Why did I decide to sell? Well, I spent the month of December in the US, right, fixing up a house that I own in the Cleveland area, Cleveland, Ohio, where I'm originally from. And I saw a really good opportunity there with another house for sale, in one of the nicer areas of the suburbs of Cleveland, Ohio. And I passed on it because I didn't quite have the liquidity that I needed to pull the trigger at that time, because since I haven't lived in the US for over 10 years, I don't really have credit anymore. And so that was not an option. So it's either cash or nothing pretty much for me. And so I passed on that. And as well, in December, I in the other market I follow in the US, I follow two markets only where I currently own and where I would buy more property if the deal arose, and that is Southwest Montana, Big Sky Bozeman, where I went to college. I also saw an opportunity there to buy in December that in the 3 or 4 months since, now we're in April 2021, both those opportunities are probably now 50% higher. Well, they're long gone, but if they were for sale on the market today, they'd probably be 50% higher than if I would have bought in December. So, um, obviously, this makes me wonder, what the heck am I doing owning in Ecuador? And so in such an illiquid place like Ecuador. So I still want to own in Ecuador. Um, it rents well. It's a good money maker for me. But the main reason I decided to sell is just very little especially on the higher price properties in Ecuador, very little price appreciation over the last 3 or 4 years. For instance, what the U.S. has done versus Ecuador, right? So I've decided to unload one of the two properties that I currently own in Ecuador, and I plan on keeping the other one. And I might pick up some more, but probably on the coast, right? Just like this channel is mainly about. That's where I see the possible appreciation opportunities. So lack of appreciation is one big reason I sold, and more personal liquidity is another reason, so that I can kind of be lighter on my feet and pounce on opportunities as I see them. And if you want more information on how to not get ripped off when selling property in Ecuador, stay tuned to my next video, and I'll explain that to you, how the selling process is. I'm Mr. Second Passport. Take care.